Hey guys, this is Terry from Futures IO. We're going to get started here in just a minute. I just wanted to take a moment before the webinar today just to let everyone know the latest that we've heard from Big Mike. As some of you may have heard, there was a large earthquake in Ecuador over the weekend. Big Mike, his family, everyone, they're safe. There was damage to their house, but everyone is good. Big Mike won't be available for the next few days to a week or so, as there was limited internet, cell phone, electricity, obviously, after such a devastating event. So I just want to take a minute to pause and remember those in Japan and Ecuador over the weekend. Okay, today we have a presentation from Trevor Harnett of MarketDelta that will introduce MarketDelta's cloud trading platform. This will be a live market demo. If you have questions, you can type them into the questions box and we'll do our best to answer them. Trevor has a small presentation, and once those are over, he'll do the live demo or answer the questions throughout that demo. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the webinar. It helps us a lot. Also, please feel free to share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Without further delay, I'll hand it over to Trevor.
All right, thanks, Terry. Go ahead and pass the screen over to me, and I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Okay, you should have it.
All right, thanks. All right, well, thanks, everybody. I know this is a little bit of a different time for a webinar. The market just opened a half hour ago, the U.S. markets, but I find I like these times because when it comes to doing a live demo, markets are active and moving around, so it actually provides for some good material and some trades and stuff like that. So I'm going to give a short slide presentation to really go over what the cloud is and kind of lay the groundwork for what you'll then see within the live demo and the live trading session. Probably will go about an hour, and please hold the questions until I get into the live demo, because I want to get through these slides so we can start looking at the market. So if you have questions, type them in, but I don't want to really answer them until we get to that point. All right, so today's topics, I'm going to go over what is the cloud, give a little comparison between cloud versus desktop for those of you who aren't sure how that frames up when it comes to trading, benefits the cloud can offer, and then we're going to get into that live demo, like I said. Okay, so what is the cloud? So it's a modern way, I'm simply going to read this, the modern way of delivering services so they're on demand and accessed right over the internet instead of from your hard drive. Anymore, it's just a metaphor for the internet. So the cloud provides us a way to actually do work and perform tasks via the internet instead of from a single work location. So originally the internet, when it came about, it was used for researching or just surfing around. You've heard surfing the web. Well, now with cloud-based services, you actually do the work on the web. You're not just researching and then going off on the desktop and doing the work. You actually do the work right in the browser, right via the cloud. And it's the cloud that drives our mobile world that allows us all now to allows Big Mike to be in Ecuador and do what he does. I mean, you can just log in and do what you need to do. Really, the cloud, it's an evolution of just consumer needs, meeting technology and how we all live our lives. So used to be people would go to work all day and then come home. That was the way everybody worked, but that's not today. Today, many people work from many locations, including myself. Sometimes I'm at this office, and other times I'm at another office, or maybe I'm on site with a client. And that's the way a lot of people work. You might be in different locations on a monthly basis, weekly basis, or even a daily basis. So cloud solutions allow for that to be possible, because you simply log in from wherever you're at on whatever computer or even device. Some of the benefits traders might get are just these solutions. Cloud solutions are tend to be more focused, and they're just easier to use. I've touched on the fact that they're more accessible, and that just all leads to more convenience. So today, the way it is in today's life, we're all really busy. We want convenient, fast, easy to use solutions. That's one of the reasons you see cloud solutions being adopted across all industries and sectors. And these would just here just a few examples of cloud solutions or platforms you may already use and don't realize it. For instance, banking. These are just listed 3 banks that I know have solutions, and it's not like you're just going to the bank's website and looking at information. You're actually doing transactions now. How many, don't answer this, but how many people have logged into your bank account, paid bills, transferred money, or whatever? That is a cloud-based solution because it performs a function for you. It's a transactional function, and so that's what you're going to see today with the MarketDelta Cloud. It's a cloud trading solution that's going to allow you to basically trade. So how's this different from desktop trading software? So kind of moving from what cloud is generally to how the MarketDelta or just any cloud-based trading solution would compare to a desktop trading software. So let's look at some of the differences here. Really, I created this basic infographic here. I'll just look from left to right. This top bar is kind of the PC-centric era, basically old desktop solutions, and then this bottom represents cloud solutions. And looking at this, PC-centric solutions, you basically were locked to a computer, whether it be at your home, office. I mean, that's where the software was installed, that's where your license was activated. It's just kind of where you did your business, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, going back to what I said earlier, that doesn't fit most people's lifestyles or just how they need to be able to do things nowadays. So the cloud allows you to trade anywhere versus trade in one location. Storage isn't so much of an issue, but there's limited storage on a PC versus a cloud that you essentially have unlimited. Installed purchased applications. So we all know, going back to Microsoft, you get Windows and it's activated on that computer, or you get your trading software and it's just on that computer. That's the way it works. That's just how it is. But with cloud, it's not. I mean, it's a service. So you simply just go to the website, you log in, and you have access. It doesn't matter what computer or where you're at. Local area networks versus wireless or cell. I don't need to touch on that, but again, it talks about being tied down versus having freedom. And then there's more and more, I mean, last 10 years, even 5 years, more and more people have a Mac. And then you got tablets and smartphones. Well, most trading software is PC only. That's just, it's still a lot that way, but that's changing. More and more people want to access their trading solutions or services on a Mac, their smartphone or tablet, and that the cloud allows you to do that. So it's just simply more convenient, and I don't know what else to say, but that's really an unbiased comparison between what a PC or desktop solution would be versus a cloud. So some specific benefits for traders. Let's take a look at those. So we've looked at a few things, but let's go into some more specific benefits. So one of them is trading access. So cloud solutions are always available, no matter computer or device. So you don't have to answer this question, but how many people trade part-time? Don't answer that. I'm just throwing it out. Think about it. If that's you, you know. I mean, a lot of people are trading, maybe they work part-time and they work full-time, then they go home and they want to trade, or they want to interact with their charting applications. Or what if you want to do that in both places? What if you want to follow the markets at work and at home? Or maybe your job just has you traveling and you want to be able to check in. Well, that's what I mean when I say trading access. With the cloud, you can do all that. A desktop solution, you can't. And um, I know. I mean, I use desktop trading solutions. Obviously, I use the cloud solution, and the desktop, I can't carry it with me. Can't throw it in my backpack. I need to be able to just log in and check. So that's one of the biggies, is the trading access. Another is convenience. Cloud solutions minimize just your headaches of dealing with software. Everything's delivered as a service. So as I said, you simply log in and use it. It's quick to get up and running. All software updates for cloud solutions, including MarketDelta Cloud, they're just delivered automatically. Next time you log in, you have the latest and greatest. They're always on, immediately available, and fast. So you're never having to do all sorts of configuration or updates or any of that stuff. So it's a big convenience factor, which obviously fits well in the world we live in. None of us need to be messing around with software, trying to configure it, trying to wonder why a plug-in doesn't work or this or that. It just works, and that's the way software should be. Core features. So the cloud, and I'm speaking here for MarketDelta Cloud, I mean, it is not going to have all the features and bloated features, is what I like to think, that a lot of desktop software has. It's very focused, and it has all the core features that people need, from a static DOM and one-click entry to chart trading, which I'll show you today. It has a ticket, so you can build an order like on a ticket if you like to build an order that way. Charts and indicators, drawing tools, watch lists, and then bracket orders and trailing stops and all that. It's really all the core features, not a lot of the extras that a lot of people don't use. So now granted, the application will develop and continue to add more things that we know people want, but as of today, it has all those core features that you might want to consider. And affordability. Cloud solutions are very affordable, and there's a reason for that. Costs are distributed, and the service is scalable. So that's not me. If you Google cloud affordability or something like that, you'll find that that's one of the major drivers for enterprises and businesses to the cloud is cost. And those costs, in the case of MarketDelta Cloud, get passed on to you. So there's no subscription or one-time software costs. There's just, the platform is free. Now there are order routing fees and exchange fees, but those apply no matter the platform. But the platform itself is free. And one of the unknown costs that you don't really, it's hard to quantify, but I got to state it, is opportunity cost. Up and running fast with little to no downtime. And so all the maintenance is done in the cloud so that you're not having to do that. We shoulder that work and just take care of the platform. So this here is just a little more of an interesting graphic, kind of talking about just cloud-based trend analysis for our industry. And it's still early. I mean, there's not a lot of cloud-based solutions, but there are a few big guys and MarketDelta that are innovating in this area and creating solutions, but it is changing. And as you can see from this little graph, I mean, our expectations are over the next three years, you're going to see significant adoption of cloud-based solutions, and if nothing else, just because they're more affordable, easier to use, increased access, they're modern focused solutions. The old days of bloated desktop solutions will fade over time as the cloud matures. All right, and then this is the last slide here before we get into the live demo, but and again, you don't have to answer, but if there's any brokers here, or if you're watching this, the recording, well, here's a bunch of benefits, but this might be a solution you consider. It's quick to onboard customers. 60 seconds. There's no data feed to configure, no software to install. It's a refreshing user interface. People get it, and they can quickly be up and running. And also there's a white label available. So visit that URL if you're a broker and you're looking for some solutions to offer out. I like to throw this slide up because while we're usually talking to traders, there's always some brokers in the audience, and we want you to know that because we're a solutions provider both to brokers by providing a solution but also to end users, I like to include this. So let's trade. Let's jump right into it. Let me go ahead and log in so you can see kind of that full experience. Let me shift gears here. All right, so I'm at the login screen, and I'm going to go ahead and log into a test account that I have. So again, I'm not launching the software here. I'm logging in. And that's one of the core differences you'll note between a cloud-based and a desktop solution. So this is a test account. And I'm logging in. Now the first time in, there's a if you sign up for a demo, which I'll touch on later, but when you sign up for the demo, the first time in, it takes, I don't know, a few seconds, because what it does, it'll automatically go grab you a demo account and then drop you right into the application, just like this, and you'll immediately have data flowing, you'll have charts, so it's nice and seamless and straightforward. So what I want to do here for the next 45 minutes or so is we're going to do some trades, take some trades, and I'm probably going to overtrade because I'm really trying to communicate how you can use this software. So obviously you don't want to follow my trades. I'm putting trades on so you can see how I'm doing things, what's possible, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully I am profitable, of course, but I want to make that distinction right up front. And then I'll touch on the different parts of the application maybe while we're sitting in a trade. So first things first, you kind of got this main toolbar across the top. I've got a couple domes. I got crude oil, June crude on the left, the S&P E-mini on the right. I've got a 1-minute candle chart of the E-mini up top and a 1-minute crude oil on the bottom. And then at the very bottom, I have, these are the trading tabs. So positions, orders, filled, working, canceled. And you can see a little notification showing how many you've traded or kind of what's going on. All right, so I'm going to actually compress that so we have more screen real estate. You can still see it's visible down here at the bottom, okay? And the one feature I want to state right now, because I'm going to use it, it's not yet deployed to production, is chart trading. This has been one of the most requested features, and you'll see me using this chart trading right here. And I'm going to use this, but this is not available yet in the live demo. However, it should be by the end of the week, we anticipate. So just letting you know. All right, so let me take a trade, or at least establish a position here. I'm going to work an offer in the E-mini so you can at least see what that looks like. I'm going to initially place it from the dome. So this is a static price ladder. I can click, there's a sell column and a buy column. I'm going to go ahead and work an offer right up here at 8.25, just right in front of the high of the day. So I'm going to click, just single click, and you can see I'm working a 5 lot. Actually, I'm going to cancel that. Let's change my quantity to 1. And I have a bracket order on, so I'll touch on this. I'll go into all this functionality, but if you want to use brackets or automatic profit targets or stop losses, you just click and select which strategy you want to use, or you can go in and edit that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to turn that off. Let's just work our 8 quarters. So I'm working a 1 lot at 8.25. Now, if I go over and open up the chart trading, which it was open, you can see that trade is working right here. See that flag? So you can see that that's available, right? If I wanted to work a buy limit, I'm going to go ahead and put a limit order in. Let's put it all the way down here at this, right here at 93 quarter. I'm just going to hit buy. And you'll see that order. It's already on the dome, and there it is on the chart. So this is what that looks like. Just letting you could see that, and we'll go ahead and work that. Let's do something in crude too. Let's just sell market in crude. So I'm going to click the market button here on the chart, put a quantity of 1, and I'm going to do a 15 tick stop loss and a 50. Well, let's keep it a little tighter so we can get something here. Let's just. All right, so I'm going to sell market. Okay, so you can see I'm short here in the dome, and it put a stop loss 10 ticks higher, and it put a profit target 10 ticks lower. Okay, you can see it also right here in the chart. And if you want to close this stuff so you can see it on the chart, I'm going to click that, and I can collapse that. But you can monitor your P&L up here, and you can take action on the dome or on the chart. Some people may not want any domes, and you just want to do all the trading from the chart, and that's completely possible. Now, if you look down at the bottom, you can see I've got 4 working orders. If I click Positions tab, it will show that I've got a short position in CL with my P&L, my open P&L, as well as my total P&L. And then over here is your overall daily, it's basically your purchasing, your account value, real time, and then your some of your stats, okay? Let's see, let's work another offer over here. Let's put another, let's do an order here. Let's work another offer in crude. And this time I'm not going to put any, there's no atom or bracket order. I'm just going to offer 45s. And let's go ahead and work a buy stop. So I'm going to click stop and work a buy stop up here at 55. Okay. Now one bug, you'll probably see these things flashing and moving. That's a bug we're working on and cleaning up. But I just want you to kind of see how all this is going together, how you might use this. Some guys really like to trade in the dome, and some really like to trade on the on the charts. Okay, so this is working out so far in crude. Crude's nice because it moves around. You got a lot of tick action, provides some nice opportunity to trade. The S&P, at least right now, it's a little bit quieter. Okay, so we got filled. We got filled on that one, and notice it canceled the buy stop that we had when we got picked up on that. It canceled the one we had at 50. So, Terry, were there any questions up till this point while I'm going?
Yeah, there's just one at the moment, and that's about custom indicators.
Yeah, no custom indicators right now. So you can, there is a library of indicators that you can add. So for instance, on the chart, if you click in the title bar here, there's a list of studies. There's a whole bunch of indicators and studies you can add, but not custom indicators at this point.
Is there any plans for custom indicators in the future?
Yeah, down the road, I'm sure that'll happen. But like all the cloud solutions with all, I mean, they're all brand new. So
yeah,
that's a more advanced feature. It's not what we consider a core feature, but it is something we see probably being added down the road as the platform matures, for sure.
Are you planning on introducing tick charts?
Um, yes, although let me see. Tick. I don't think, yeah, we will at some point. We haven't yet. We want to add some of the more non-time-based periodicities or intervals, and those just haven't, we haven't added those yet. But yeah, those and, volume bars and some of those things we anticipate adding at some point.
How new is this platform? Like, when did you launch
We
it?
rolled it out last fall, so we rolled it out last fall.
Who are your biggest competitors at the moment?
Um, TT has a platform that's cloud, so does CQG.
Okay.
Those are really the only two that we know of. So,
All right. There was a question on Renko charts, but it's the same. I'm assuming it's a tick. It just hasn't got there yet.
yeah, there is some Renko charting capability in here, but
Okay.
it uses an algorithm to auto create that, so you don't have a lot of flexibility that you might maybe expect. So it kind of auto builds the Renko bar
Okay.
based on kind of an optimal setting based on the data on the chart. So it's not maybe quite what a lot of the Renko guys probably expect, but it does create a Renko bar.
Okay. Do you have a mobile solution, or is it just run through a mobile
That's
browser?
being worked on too. Yeah, that's being worked on as we speak. So obviously I referenced that in the slides, smartphones and tablets. That is not, we haven't rolled that out yet, but that'll be out this summer, we anticipate. So that'll be nice because you'll be able to obviously put your trades and positions on like I am here, and just walk away and be able to manage positions or even place trades right from the smartphone.
Okay. There's a request to see one of the Renko charts.
Okay. Frankly, I don't use them much myself, so I'm not. Here's what you do: is you click chart and go to Renko. All right, so you can see the volume profile, and this indicator down here is not working, but you could get it. You get the visual, right? So for the guys that understand Renko, this is what you got.
Okay.
Hopefully that, I'm not going to get into more detail than that, but at least this gives you the visual of it. And I'm going to just go back or uncheck that, go back to my candle, and here we are. So I'm going to continue to kind of show some of the other parts of the application, because obviously these are the main things that you got charts and you've got domes you can trade on, and clearly this S&P is not moving around. So why don't we, I'm going to go ahead and well, let's just let that work while I touch on some of this other stuff. So up top, you've got, this is kind of where all your settings, and you can put your broker login. So if you have a live login, you want to enter it on this page, you can. Obviously, it's where you log out. There's the notifications. This is where anything important might get posted to. This shows your connectivity, and this is where you would change which account you might use if you have multiple accounts. The trading ticket, let's go ahead and put a trade on in crude here. So I'm going to click this and type in CLE, which is the crude oil. And let's, I don't know, let's work an offer. So I'm going to click sell, limit, and you just basically put the price in here where you can have it follow the bid or ask. So I'm going to just, I'm going to put in, work the 8 evens and sell 1. So you can see it'll go in. You see it working here, but you also see it working on the chart when I have the chart trading revealed. Okay, I'm short. So I'm short 38s. And if I wanted to use that same trade ticket, I could put in a buy stop. I'm going to put buy stop. And you just set your price. I'm going to go ahead and set it up here at 50. And there it is. So we're short 1 crude. at 38. That's what this yellow price means. And then I've got my buy stop working. And you can see that here on the chart. So it's looking like I'm going to get price stopped out on this one. Yep, there I am. I'm out. Okay. So you see how you can place trades on this ticket. We call this the ticket. You can also use Atom. These are those strategies, the bracket order strategies. So let's jump into that area because that's a really neat thing that a lot of guys like. So to access it, I can go to here and go to Settings, and then just go to Atom. And these are the brackets I have defined where I can just add new ones. So let's look at this one that I have defined. I'm going to click Edit. And you can do up to 3 legs, meaning 3 brackets, if you want to think of it that way. I just have this first leg on, and I'm going to do, let's do 6 ticks and 6 ticks, okay? So 6 tick profit, 6 tick stop. I know that's, actually I'm going to change that to 10 since I know it's really tight for crude oil, but let's just do that. And I want you to see. Now, you can do different stop strategies. There's just pure stop orders, but there's trailing stops as well, dome-triggered stops, and dome-triggered trailing stops. The dome-triggered allow you to set a threshold so that you don't get, if one lot trades, you don't get stopped out. It has to, the inside market has to reach a certain threshold before your order gets triggered. So it's a synthetic order that works on the server. In fact, all these OCO orders work on the server. So there's server-side OCOs, which are really nice, and I know a lot of people certainly appreciate that. But we're just going to go with the most basic stop. Just hide that, and let's go back to our screen. And I'm gonna trade off the dome. First thing I need to do though is I need to select my atom. So I'm gonna on the drop down, I'm gonna select bracket. This is the one we were just working with. So it's important to give your these atoms good names. I'm gonna choose bracket, and actually let's just get long. So I'm gonna just click buy market. Okay, so we're long the 9s. You can see it. I immediately put in my profit target, 6 ticks higher. This is my stop loss. Now, if I want to interact with these orders, drag and drop that's something we're working on. It's not in here yet. But if I wanted to tighten up this stop, one thing you can do is if I reveal these trading tabs down below. Okay, there I go. I got my profit target. So let's now get short. All right, so I'm short 62s. If I wanted to tighten this order up, I just go to working orders. Here's that order. I can click edit the pencil, and this brings up the order. So now I can just adjust the price. So if I wanted to lock in some of that, I can move it down, and you can see it adjusts it. Now, of course, you can do this. You can drag and drop the orders on the in the chart trading as well. Okay, I could drag and drop these. Now, we don't have that functionality wired up for this demo, but essentially click, drag it, and resubmit it at that new price. So it's if you like the drag and drop orders, you can just do it from the chart trading. So the dome works really a lot like you would expect. You got your buy market, sell market buttons, cancel all, flatten, reverse, just like you probably understand. You can see your average price. So if I was to add to this, it would figure out the average and show that on the dome. And this is just that bracket order like you saw. So if I don't like this and I want to flatten out, I'm going to click flatten, takes me out, and I now have no position and no working orders in crude oil.
Hi Trevor, there's a question, how can one use multiple monitors?
Right now you can't on the dome. It'd be single it's a single tab, I guess, on Chrome. The way you could do multiple monitors, you just have to drag. You would have to drag it across different monitors. However, you're still working with one tab. So now we have multiple layouts. I haven't showed this, but there's multiple layouts. So I'm on a demo layout. If I go to my I just call it sample. I can jump over here. And you have different instruments. I know a lot of guys have these things labeled by their instruments that they trade. And so here's a watch list you can see. And these are maybe some of the popular, most active instruments. And another piece of functionality that allows you to trade an instrument. Actually, some people like doing this, like having a real big watch list, maybe on a whole page. And maybe that's a popular layout for brokers because they just have all the instruments they know their customers may want to trade. And you can, let's say, gold, like gold here. If I click, if it has a background color, like you see in the bid and ask, if I click this, I want to buy gold. So I just click the ask. It opens up a buy one market for gold in this. So I can simply click and then just click. And now I'm long gold. You can see that down here in my positions. If I wanted to sell treasuries, just click the bid. And you can customize it if you want, but I'm not. I'm just going to sell a treasury. Now I'm short the treasuries. If I want to short the Dow, sell. So now you can see I immediately just took 3 positions with a couple clicks. And this is my view. I can see it also what it is here. And if I wanted to, let's say I want to get out of this treasury position. Instead of, maybe I'm short, here I'm going to maybe sell another treasury. Okay, now I'm short 2 of the 10-year. So if I want, I can just click this, my position, either here or down in here. It immediately brings up the quantity of 2 set to buy, basically to get flat, market. So I'm going to buy 2 market. And I'm out. So it's really easy to monitor positions or place positions using the watch list or even this positions tab. So the gold now, I'm going to flatten that out. And if I want to do the same with the Dow, I'm all flat now. Here's another layout. This one has multiple watch lists. Some instruments this demo account's not enabled for, but you get the idea of how this works. And let's go back to our demo. Oh well, no, let's create a new one. I'm going to click Add and call it Futures IO. And you can see there's various layouts you get to choose between. So I'm going to just choose this one and choose Create New Trade Space. That's what we call these. And you can see it comes up empty. These are just widgets, but this is a good example of how easy it is. If you don't know, even if you don't know what you're doing, you can just click. You're going to click Setup, and it asks you, what do you want in here? Watch list, chart, or DOM. I'm going to go ahead and add a chart, and you can select from a list. Or let's go ahead and do new chart, and I'm going to do gold, GCE, and let's say gold test, give it a name and save new chart. You can see it immediately starts pulling it in the background. I'm going to now go down to the bottom panel, and let's go ahead and add a watch list. I'll do let's just do metals, since this is kind of our metals spreadsheet. And let's do a dome of gold. And there we are. Maybe you want silver. If I wanted to reset this to a chart, I just hit reset. Notice at no point have I hit save. Everything is automatically saved and synced to the cloud. So I don't have to worry about my work being lost or my charts being whatever. I mean, I just use it here. I can go log in at my laptop at home and I'm going to see exactly what I left on the chart. So if I go here now to chart, there's silver, and I'll just do silver, give it a name. And we could do whatever. So we got gold here, a silver chart, and a gold chart. And we could trade from the chart if we want. Let's do a let's just bring up this market, and I'm going to do let's do a six tick stop and 6 tick profit, and let's go ahead and let's just sell one market. Okay, so you can see I'm short here, and I'm working, and I'm out. That was quick. So let's sell another one. See if we can make it back. But you get the point. You can see how we're just trading right from the chart. Obviously, I'm using really tight stops, but I want you to kind of see how this stuff works, how when I automatically get filled on one, it cancels the other. And it just gives you a sense of how this works. And the key thing is, note how fast everything is. I mean, it's a very desktop-like experience. A lot of people assume that working on a web application, it's slower, and this isn't at all. Plus, you pick up the conveniences that you wouldn't have on a desktop. So any questions, Terry?
Okay, there's two. Let's see. The first one, can I long one crude front month and short one crude back month at the same trade ticket?
If you're trading an exchange-traded spread, you could, because that, I believe that puts, will go long in the one and short in the other. But that is a great question. So let's, let me see if I can find a crude spread symbol real quick, because I don't know it offhand. And I'm just doing this on another tab, so another screen, so give me a second. All right, so let's try this, CLE. I'm not sure the demo account's going to give me data for this, but all right, so here is so this is a calendar spread, and let's just I'm going to buy this. So and then we're going to go look at our positions. I want to establish the position and then show you what this looks like. So obviously I'm doing it from the trade ticket. I could do it from here, which maybe well, let's put on the position, assuming that that worked like I expected. Let's see, working. No. Oh no, it did. Yeah, it filled. Okay, so let's see what our, yeah, look. So it got me long crude oil, got me long May and sold October, or I'm sorry, August. So that's, yeah, to answer your question, and you can see my P&L here. I'm losing 40 here and I'm up 10 here. So that's how you can do a spread. Hopefully that answers the question. And if you wanted to see that book, because maybe it's easier to look at the, here, let's just look at it in the dome. It's right here. CLE 3 or S3. Yeah, and this is what that looks like, the spread. Okay? And obviously if you trade spreads, this makes sense. If you don't trade spreads, I'm sure this doesn't make sense, seeing a negative price and all that, but that's how it would be represented. Okay. What was the other question, Terry?
Can you explain some of the cost savings for the retail trader and using the
Yeah.
cloud?
Yeah. Well, for one, there's no platform cost, so you're not paying a monthly subscription or like a one-time cost to use the platform. So from for retail traders, that fits right up their alley. A lot of times they want a free or low cost platform, so it fits that bill. Um, order route. This connects exclusively to CQG. So there's and part of this depends on what broker you use, but there's order routing fees that the broker will charge. But that's all usually typically part of your commission. So you pay that with any platform. Um, and then exchange fees for the data, for the live data, like I got here on this demo. Like think of it like the CME bundle, so $15 for all this, the CME bundle, which most people are familiar with. So, and that's something you're not going to get around no matter the platform because it's exchange regulated. So um, those costs are all ubiquitous across whatever platform. So what we can control is the platform cost, and that's free.
Okay.
So the other thing is with this, with at least MarketDelta Cloud, is there's no broker lock, meaning this platform is not locked to a particular broker like others, where you can use this whatever broker you want. It's supported at practically every FCM in the world. So it's you're not stuck with a particular broker if you're not happy with them, but you like their platform. This is something that you can utilize pretty much wherever.
Okay. Is there less latency than with your desktop solution?
I would say it's right on par with the desktop solutions. We're using CQG's newest API, which even some desktop solutions are using. So it's the exact same API. So it should be just as fast in terms of that latency. And in fact, all the OCOs, like I said earlier, all the bracket orders and things like that, those orders are working server side. So those orders get to, I mean, they're working on the server. So if I were to lose connectivity, or say I log out here and I go home to trade, my order is still going to be working up there at the server, and which also impacts the speed that it can be delivered to market because it's sitting right there. So hopefully that.
Does this work with interactive brokers?
No, that question comes up a lot, and the answer is no. It connects exclusively to CQG.
Okay.
So IB has their own, their own platforms, and that's just they don't support it.
Okay. So it's any broker that supports CQG pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Which is just about any broker. They're very well established and in just about every firm. Some brokers will say that they don't support CQG, but if you press them, they do. They have access. They have the ability to offer it, but maybe they're pushing their own solution, and they don't like to put people on another platform or another order routing system.
Yeah.
All right, well, while you're looking at those, I'm going to go back over here, and we'll just kind of look back at our crude oil, and this is the S&P. All right, so we finally got long in the E-mini, these 93 halves. We are not, let's see, from our working positions, we're still working to sell that 98 quarter. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that, and this is one way you can cancel orders. I'm going to cancel here, and I'm going to go ahead and work these four halves. Notice I don't have Atom on, so I'm just working to sell. I'm not trying to trigger other orders when this gets filled, which makes sense. I'm just trying to flatten out this trade. In fact, let's go ahead and I'm going to cancel that. I want to put the order in from here. So let's do the chart trade. So I'm going to say sell limit, and you could see, just drag that and say sell. And let's just put a sell stop in using this too. So if this thing gets down to 92.5, I want to take myself out. All right, we'll sell stop 92.5 and sell. All right, so now we've got that thing. Just kind of let it work and see what happens. It's funny, while we're doing this, I'm trying to teach my kids a little bit about the markets. And the other day we got in the car, and how many, most cars nowadays have a temperature gauge, and you get in the car and it's hot, maybe, or it's cold, whichever one, wherever I live. But in this case, it was hot that day, and it always reads a little hot when you first get in the car, and it's going to cool off. Well, I'm trying to teach them the concept of shorting. That's not an easy concept for kids to understand, selling first and buying back. But I'm like, okay, look where this temperature is, guys. I'm going to get short the temperature. I'm going to sell it up here. Because they get temperature, they can feel it. And so they understand. It was actually an interesting little exercise of explaining short. I sold it at 80 and told them I'd try and buy it back at try and buy this thing back at 70 once I get moving, and the temperature actually regulates to what it really was. And it was a fun little exercise of teaching them the laws of buying and selling and using something they understand. So I don't know, I'm just sharing a little tidbit, little fun story there. Any other questions, Terry? I know I've covered. I wanted to show them chart trading. I know that's something it's obviously not yet available, but it'll be available later this week. So when you log in, you'll see these panels where you can just trade. Okay, I got stopped out.
Let's see. On average, how often are updates and enhancements being distributed?
It varies. I mean, we'll issue. We don't have it on a regular schedule. The major features and functionality probably are pushed out monthly, but there's always small enhancements and improvements that are getting pushed out almost weekly, and sometimes it might be every day if it's just something small, or maybe there's a bug or something we just want to patch. So very frequent. And the nice thing is they're just delivered. They're just there the next time you go to use the platform.
Okay. If y'all have any more questions, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, any questions, guys? And while those are coming in, let me go on full screen and bring up. If you visit cloud.marketdelta.com, and you can get a free demo of this right here. And literally it takes 60 seconds. You'll be in the application. Just fill out the form, confirm your email address, and you'll be in. You get thrown into the app. It'll go get you a demo account automatically, and you'll have things set up and going. So it's real easy to just try it out. You don't even have to have a brokerage relationship for the demos. So you just fill out the form and give it a go. and it's that simple. Try it out, see how you like it, and let us know. Good or bad, your feedback. We'd love to hear what you think of it. And like I said, the chart trading is going to be rolled out here probably later this week, so you may not see that if you sign up for it today.
Okay, let's see. There's two questions. First, have any third-party indicator developers showed interest in this platform?
Yeah, but I've already, as I said, can't build custom indicators in this right now, so that limits them unless they wanted to provide that to us and then we build it in, but that we haven't really set the model up that way because we're making the platform free, so that doesn't work for them. So at this point, no.
Okay. Does this platform have any script building capabilities? I'm assuming it's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. And
okay.
No.
I
mean, well, let me just talk about that. I mean, when they say script, I'm assuming they mean forming up some indicators off indicators or whatever to produce a signal. And the answer to that is no. But if they're talking about the atom, the atom strategies like I was showing.
Yes.
Some people might refer to that as a script because it's kicking off orders and there's some automation taking place. So obviously that's possible, but not scripts that are indicator based.
Yeah, he says C plus or another. I'm going to go with no. Yeah.
So
can you just show a list, I guess, of what studies are available at the moment?
Yeah. Actually, the best thing to do is get a demo and just check it out. I mean, you go right under studies. I don't think we have an exhaustive list on the website of these right now, but they can scroll down through these, check them out. They can apply them to it. Here, I'll just pick one here and apply it to a chart. Here's just to give you an idea of what some of this stuff might look like on a chart. I'm going to take that one off. But you just click up here and choose studies, and just add whatever you want. Let me close this. It doesn't like go to webinar, it keeps blanking out. But anyway. Any final questions? I know we're coming up on that hour. You can always reach us if you guys get into this, have any questions or whatever, you can just reach us at support@marketdelta.com or give us a call or join our live support chat. We're more than happy to answer some questions or point in the right direction.
Okay, I think that is it. I don't see any other questions, and it looks like people are leaving. Again, if you have any questions, you can email their support email, or you can ask on the Ask Me Any question thread on FIO. Thank you for your time, Trevor. I personally am really interested in this. This seems really exciting.
Great. Well, thanks for certainly the opportunity, and hopefully this is something guys want to check out. And one of the big use cases, at least early on, and we still see it, is people who maybe do have the desktop solution, but they want a solution they can just easily log on at work and check prices or even trade. It's a good solution for that because you can literally just log on anywhere. So you may say, no, I'm pretty situated. I know what I'm doing and how I want to do it, and that's great. But maybe you do want to be able to log in at work and do some of this stuff, or whatever. I mean, keep it in mind for that. And then once the mobile solution is available, of course, that opens up even just more accessibility to it. So, all right, well, good. Thanks everybody, and have a great rest of the week. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you.